What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Chart Striker. This is Dana. Hope all of you have had a good day so far, or good, evening, wherever you are. Uh, Bitcoin seems to still be grinding, but you remember that critical level that I spoke about, that it needs to close above? It's pretty much the same still. It just won't do things like we are gonna see a correction, just it's a matter of when, not if, really, okay? We are gonna see a correction. It's just a matter of when. And the more we can't see a close above $21,350 on the daily, like I said on the last stream and the stream before that one, and so on and so forth, the deeper that correction is gonna be, and not just this type of sideways action that we keep on seeing. So the things that I spoke about from yesterday's stream is still in play. Really hasn't changed at all. We are seeing a run. For those wondering why we are seeing a run, there's a very simple explanation to this. There is some nice divergence, building on the 4-hourly right now. Okay, not on the daily. On the daily, we are still overcooked when it comes to the RSI and even, other things. We do have, some kind of fight going on between the bulls and the bears, looking at, some things on the chart right now. So we're not out of the danger zone, really. Like, it could be tricky to see, but we are not out of the danger zone yet. We could be like, it's more likely that we could see a nice run, not just, a wick to 21,800-ish dollars, or 22.1, but a nice run actually, to 22.5 at least, or 22.8 at least, if we see a daily candle close. Even though, yes, even though our size is overcooked, that could happen if we can see a daily candle close above 21,350. Then it's most likely to happen. And after we see that close above 21,350, and a bit of a follow through, not something like, for example, let's say something like this. Let me zoom in so you guys can see clearly. We go up, we close above 21,350, then we go a bit higher, but then we come down. That's not what Bitcoin should do. If you want to see it pushed a bit higher. Now there is some news going on in the crypto world and so on and so forth, which we'll get into, which could kind of affect. Not sure if it will. Maybe it's already priced in, but it could affect it. But we'll talk about it soon. But first, let's get into the TA as usual. So, besides what I said, you already know what's going on here. I already, gave you a short update on the daily. The 4-hourly, we are seeing, some nice, divergence right now that could, that hasn't even, started to play out yet. So could push, the more people, see this histogram turn green and so on and so forth, it could push people, to keep on buying. So that's why we are seeing this action. And as long as we are above this trend line, really, this red trend line, and above this heart line, yeah, we won't see these prices. Like, we've wicked down to the support area that I drew live, I guess maybe 5 days ago or something like that now. But we haven't seen, as long as we do not see any 4-hourly candle close below 20,690-ish, or a daily candle close below $20,400-ish, then it's probably gonna just consolidate, sideways, like not much is going on. So that's pretty much for Bitcoin. Like, there is not much to add at all for me. So it is what it is. Hey Sinner, welcome to the show. Hope you've had a good day so far. So Yeah, that's Bitcoin. Like we can zoom in the hourly and just see what's going on. As you guys can see, like wherever I look right now, this old resistance, well, not old resistance, this resistance is kind of acting as some type of support. We kind of pulled down back to it just recently, and we're still holding above it. But we get below, we close any hourly below this area right here. We do have support around 21,150 ish, on the hourly at least, like all the way to 21,020-ish dollars. So it's there, but not much is going on really. Not much is going on. Since I spoke about it yesterday, it's pretty much the same. Glad you made it. Glad you made it, Sinner. Even though it's a few minutes, well, hope you have a good night's sleep and hope you've had a good day so far. Even though it's a few minutes, it's something, I guess, it's not bad. Little few minutes update. At least you'll see Bitcoin, and the rest you can probably replay it tomorrow. So we do have already signs of bulls being a bit tired already on the hourly as well, so I just still be cautious. Like no close above 21,350 doesn't do it for me, just doesn't. Okay, let's move on to Ethereum and see what's going on. Let me have a look at the moving average for you guys on the shorter time frames. Hold on. See. Okay, so price action is literally using that short-term moving average as support on the 4-hourly time frame, like you can't see it here, but kind of something like this, really. Okay, kind of something like this on the 4-hourly. But I have different settings here, so you can't see it, but it's kind of looking something like this on the 4-hourly right now. Okay. Of course, if PA starts to take act below the short-term moving average, then lower we go, at least to the low 20s. So that's it. Let's move on to Ethereum. Ethereum. Prior daily candle closed kind of neutral, okay? Not favoring the bulls, not favoring the bears. They're in a clear fight, so not much is going on. We still have this bad divergence on Ethereum as well. If we can't get above 16,000, not 16,000, 1,650, then yeah, that bad divergence could very much be activated. So we'll see. Hello, new time schedule. Well, not really, but I think we still have to stick that daily candle close schedule, because it is the daily candle close. So I might be later on tonight, but since I wasn't yesterday, I had a very busy day, so I was pretty tired. So I don't want to go live while I was tired and so on. So I said, let me just compensate that. That if you guys missed me then yesterday, so let me compensate it with me being here today right now this early. But then I will be later on tonight as well, even though if maybe a shorter time, but I'll be on later on. But I'm glad you made it, Mago. I thought maybe it's a bit late for you, or maybe not. I'm a bit confused when it comes to the time zone, but I'm glad you made it and hope you've had a good day so far. So yeah, that's Ethereum, okay? Just like I said 2 shows ago, 3 shows ago, as long as we don't see a close above $1,650, it just won't do it for me. Like I told you guys, we can wake up, fine, but we need a close. We need a daily close above certain levels when it comes to Bitcoin and Ethereum. It's just accepting it and moving on. There's not much to do. Our side is still overcooked, hasn't changed, like pretty much. And look, right now, like we're kind of stuck. People getting hyped up over these type of scandals, but I don't know. I'd be cautious. Fine with me. I'm at work, so I'll do some work while I listen to your charts. Hey, what do they say? Smacking 2 flies at the same time. Well, okay, this channel is not a fly, but you guys get what I mean. It's a good thing. It's a good thing, Mago. Hope you're having a good day at work so far. So that's pretty much it on Ethereum daily support. Right now we got some support, as long as we do not close anything on the daily below 1,550-ish dollars, it's fine. We can wick, all the way down to these levels, 1,530-ish to 1,510-ish. It doesn't really mean much as long as this support on the daily does hold. Yeah, two birds in one stone. Yeah, they say that too. Two birds in one stone. That's better than smacking flies. But yeah, great, awesome. On the 4 hourly, we do have some nice divergence as well. For those wondering why is it going up right now a little bit, if you call this going up, then it's because of this. Then if we do this, let me not draw more in this chart. Let me just do this on this one instead. Just want to show you something. Hold on. Now we do have some type of bear flag, kind of forming on Ethereum's 4-hour chart. If we break above this channel, of course, to the upside, and we come back, we test this as support, most likely that we could continue. But right now there is some type of bear channel that people should be aware of. I don't know if people are thinking about this, because everybody is hyped because things are going well. It's pretty much the same on Bitcoin, literally the same. Okay, just drawing it for you visually so you guys can see it visually as well. Pretty much the same on Bitcoin. So just be aware. I've been saying for a few days, be cautious, and I'm not saying be cautious because it's fun to say be cautious, this much when people are happy, not trying, to make you guys, irritated or sad, but this is facts, TA facts, not my opinions, not anybody else's opinion, just facts. So that's why we're going up. The nice divergence, it hasn't even, developed, like finished developing yet, so there could be room, but it just won't do it unless we close above that critical area on Ethereum and Bitcoin, pretty much. Okay, so we can move on to the next one. Like, need I speak of support levels, because I feel like I've done it specifically on the last stream and many streams, and things haven't changed much really. Absolutely correct. The market, it's out to get you if you're not ready for it. Yeah, literally. Like, and I know, like, I see the hype on CT. I see the hype people they are excited, everything's going up and so on and so forth, and many are kind of talking, or well, expecting some type of a dump. Now I don't know about a dump, but I know about a correction. A dump, we can talk about a dump if Bitcoin closes below $19,500. Until then, I'm just gonna talk about corrections. And some think that the bull market is here. I cannot, I have no comments when it comes to that, okay? Because I just do not think so, not yet, okay? Like, just because, look guys, there's something I have to show you, hold on. Let's see where it is. Weekly. You see, we can, probably after a correction and so on and so forth, there could be some type of chance that we could go a bit, higher to these levels. But guess what? If this crosses with this one, well, the market is going up and it comes to this level. Do you understand that this is not a good sign? This is not a good sign for Bitcoin then, okay? Just saying, just putting it out there. Now we can move on to the support levels of Ethereum. Because people are now aware, if this type of death cross happens, it was a nice ride, like I say, enjoy your rides, but don't let it get to your heads. Like, try to stay close to earth, just so you can have, well, most, successful traders, they don't try to let the gains take over, their ego, or their losses, discourage them. And, so just try to balance things so you are close to the charts and earth, and you are aware of No, not aware. You're ready of whatever that comes, whatever that may come. You're ready, okay? Because if I'm just, on the stream talking about, okay, bull market is here and we're going up and so on and so forth, we're gonna lose ground. We're literally gonna lose ground. So we have to talk about different scenarios and plan for different things. My losses definitely affects me more than my wins. Have to work on that. Yeah, do not let that discourage you. Do not let that discourage you. As long as you got your capital and you can, manage your losses and you got, risk management, you are good. You are good, okay? As long as you have a strong mentality, I think, mentality, then you are fine. But the moment you get discouraged, you're either gonna do irrational, moves when it comes to, trades, one, or you're gonna, lose the appetite to try and even look at the charts, try to make, rational trades, so don't let it discourage you. Like, just let your health be good, mental health, physical health, just just to balance it in some way. I know it's difficult. It takes years, but some people can achieve it, faster than, a few years if they're, mentally strong. Okay, so support for Ethereum. Pretty much same. Okay, if we close any 4-hourly candle below this level, 1550-ish, okay, most likely we go to this level right here. If we close anything below, 1507 or 1510 on the 4-hourly, not much holding us, until, these levels, 1460-ish to 1435-ish levels, just so you guys are aware. Look, we got the 4-hourly candle close. Luckily, it's good that I went live now. We got the 4-hourly candle close coming in 24 minutes. Look what's happening right now with this candle. Just keep that in mind, okay? Yeah, like, things are not looking that exciting, but I understand people are super excited, but things are not looking that exciting actually. So let's move on to the next one. We've had a look at Bitcoin and Ethereum done. Now next, I don't know if we should follow up on the coins that we had a look at last time or have a look at some coins we haven't had a look at in a while. Maybe I can mix it up. Okay, let's go ahead and look at quant. Let's start with the daily first. On the Eastern, pretty much, neutral, not favoring either the bulls nor the bears really, just hanging out there. RSI overcooked, territories. We still got positive momentum on the oscillators. Otherwise, MACD is still, bullish and so on and so forth. Volume declining though. Keep that in mind. Like, look, we came and touched this candle, went as high as $147.8. Okay, this profit-taking box or resistance level box starts at 148.8. So super close. Just missed by $1. Now, let me have a look at the moving averages as well. Hold on. Maybe it's favoring the bulls or the bears. Have a look. Okay, so there's something interesting going on with quant's daily moving averages. Like short term just crossed above, well, not just, it crossed above the long term on the 17th of January, okay? So yesterday, in other words. But even though it's above the long term and the short term, on the long term and the midterm, Long term is still above the midterm. And remember what I told you guys, like short term has to be above mid and long, and then the midterm has to be above the long term. You see? So right now it's not completely there, and price action is above, the moving averages, which is nice, above all moving averages, which is good. But let's move on to the 4 hourly and so on. Let's see what's going on there. 4 hourly. Okay, guys, like there's some type of support obviously at these levels. Let me just draw it for you. Hold on. Support 4 hourly. So if we see any close below $138, okay, below this level, more likely that we are gonna come and retest, all the resistance as support, which would be around these levels, 134-ish to 120, 8-ish dollars. Just keep that in mind. And this is on the 4 hourly that I'm talking about. When it comes to the daily, it's a bit different. Okay, it's a bit different. We don't have any support really all the way until 131-ish, $130 when it comes to the daily. So keep that in mind. So yeah, like that's pretty much what's going on with quant. We have this nice divergence, which could lead to PA coming all the way, at least, inside the box. Okay, somewhere inside the box. So we'll see what happens. But sorry, 4 hourly, but it's the same 4 hourly, 3 hourly. We still have this nice divergence going on. We kind of pulled back in a nice way, but look, across the market, doesn't matter if it's quant or Bitcoin, whatever, we still need, certain closes above certain levels for this to actually work, for us to see a continuation. Number one, we need to close above $150 on the daily. Number one, okay, first of all, for quant. Number two, we need to close above this area right here, $165 for a bit more, continuation. So there is so much resistance going on. Like, maybe we can get into it later today. I do love, the fact that prior daily candle is still kind of neutral, not much, going on. And on the 4 hourly, okay, fine, we're holding support, but if you can see at least a close above $147, we could, continue. That would be a warning that we could continue to the upside. Otherwise, we will see. On the hourly, same thing, $147 to $148. Any close above that one would, give us a warning that we could, continue a bit higher. I do not like this though right now. What's going on? There is no bad divergence, but there's certain patterns that you do not want to see like this. So possible pullback, before anything else, and when I talk about pullback, I'm talking on the hourly, so very, very short term, okay? So we'll see what happens with that one. Let's move on to the next. So we're done with quant as well. By the way, on the hourly, if we see any close above $142, that would indicate, that, well, that is a warning that we could, go lower, at least, to 140-ish, 137-ish, just, somewhere there. But I think there's some type of support around 139, so we'll see. But this is on the hourly, so we can move on from quant as well. Like, literally, not much has changed since my last stream yesterday. Like, pretty much the same with many markets. And I've been keeping a close eye today, so yeah. Let's move on though. Quant down, Bitcoin down. Let me just take notes. Okay, next we got Ave. So Ave weekly was looking nice. We are at resistance right now. We could, come all the way to these levels, like nothing indicating that we couldn't yet, really, on the weekly, especially. RSI is like it's looking fine. Oscillators are pretty much, still positive, so we can move on to the daily. Let's see what's going on there. On the daily, though, different things going on. Let me just draw it for you. Hold on. So that would be the daily resistance, okay? So we kind of went above it a little bit, just a little bit, but that is the daily resistance. If we see any, daily candle close above $90, pretty much, see eventually around next resistance, which is between, somewhere around, 94-ish to 99-ish dollars. Not much holding us. If we see a daily candle close above $90, maybe a 4-hourly could work too. Let's see. We just have a double, triple look. Yeah, 4-hourly, if we can see a close above $91, that is a warning sign that we could go higher, to at least, on the 4-hourly, 96 to $99 as well, pretty much. So that's like this one should, let me just bring this a bit closer to this side so you guys can see. So something like this, okay? This would be the next resistance level or profit taking level if we see a candle close above this area, On the 4-hourly, it's gonna like imply that if we can see a close above, let's say, 91-ish dollars, somewhere around these areas, okay? So that's on the daily when it comes to resistance. Now let's talk support. Support is clear to see right now. We got some support around these areas. Okay, you can barely see it, but you get the point on the 4-hourly, okay? You see any close above this area, like not much holding us until, let me draw it also. Hold on. Here you go. This is also on the 4-hourly. This yellow box that just showed up on the screen is also for the 4-hourly support. That would be second support. Cool. Are we good, guys? Okay, so this is second support. Okay, we close any 4-hourly candle below, $76, then see eventually all the way, around these levels, like not much holding us. That is on the 4-hourly though. Look at what's going on. Like people were hyping, yay, it's going up, Bitcoin going up. Yeah, this is what happens. Like if you do not see, a certain level close on a daily, especially, like yeah, I'm glad I've been, like nagging this, about this for a few days now. It's better to be cautious than, overhyped. Just because you see green candles and so on. Same thing goes for the weekly. A lot of people were excited. Like, this is good. This is a strong bullish engulfing candle. Do not, get me wrong. Do not get me wrong. But a lot of people were expecting a straight push to the upside just because it closed like this. But there's a little twist to this, okay? If this weekly kind of backs down this week, like in 4 days, 5 days, okay? If it starts backing down a little bit and it closes below this level, you're not gonna like this. We are not gonna, like this. If we are bulls right now, like, it's not gonna be good, okay? It looks like Bitcoin is slightly reversing right now. Like, how many times I thought it would be like starting some type of correction? It keeps on going sideways. Now, if we close below this trend line, we could, come all the way to these levels, around 21,000, dollar-ish, but it's not that far, not that much big of a difference. But at least we know if we see a close below this heart line right here, doesn't matter if it's the hourly even, then we can, pull back a little bit. But a major correction is going to happen when this happens. Look, a 4-hourly candle close below 20,695, it will start, a nicer correction, okay? A daily candle close below 20,000, 400-ish dollars, okay, around this level, 20,000, 400 to 20,500, 20-ish levels. You see any close below 20,400 really? Then we get, a deeper correction. And when I say deeper, like we can get to the low of 20,000 or even 19,500. But if 19,500 doesn't hold, then we're talking something different. I do not want to say it could have been like, it could look like a bull trap, but there is a chance that it could play out as a bull trap if that happens. There is a slight chance now. Awesome. So I show up when there's some dumping action going on. Like, how wonderful. Because I thought it was boring. It's been boring since my last stream. Like, not much has happened. I've just been waiting, according to what I saw on the TA, what I shared with you guys. It's pretty much been doing nothing, literally nothing. But yeah, we'll see. So Ava, guys, as we're talking, it's kind of pulling back. This nice divergence was building, but if you see any 4-hourly candle close below $78, forget about it. There is no more nice divergence. Just keep that in mind, okay? It means the nice divergence that is kind of developing right now, because it's not finished, you see, like, it's definitely not finished. But if you see a 4-hourly candle close below that level, okay, if you want to be conservative, 77.5-ish dollars, then like some say, you can, just put your lights out and go to whatever you're doing, because that's it. I do not like this. I do not like this. Like, we have what, 7 minutes left, so we gotta keep an eye on Bitcoin, and then we can move on with the rest. Or let's just do this so we got an eye on different, things at the same time. Just gonna move price label, kind of distracting with the price and so on. People are not gonna be happy with this action. So on your top right, you got Bitcoin. On your top, excuse me, the opposite. On your top left, you got Bitcoin. On your top right, you got Ethereum. On your bottom left, you got Gala, and bottom right, you got Solana, okay? Just so that we can have an eye on a few at the same time. Looks like we got a skydiver going on, right? It's like, I should have, gone maybe live earlier. Maybe it could have, started the whole, drama. Okay, okay, we got things going on. Good, good. I've been waiting for, nice, nice moments to short or go out and so on and so forth. So now we're seeing a lot of signs. And this is not financial advice, okay? Not financial advice. I played my own way, short time frames. So, hey, Mr. Revolution, welcome to the show. Like everything is going messed up. Hold on, okay, hold on. I'm just gonna remove this because remove. Okay, are we good? I don't want you guys to. Let me just pause all the alarms right now. Stop all. Yes. Otherwise, you guys are gonna get hurt. Your ears are gonna start hurting, and I don't want that. Revolution, hope you've had a good day. Welcome to the dump stream. Now it's not just, TA, like we're literally, seeing some action going on. Dump or dump, but correction stream, you get the point. I'm liking this action. Not to get on the nerves of the bulls, but the faster, things happen, the faster we can move on and see other things. You get my point? Like we've been waiting for this. Enough. Enough. What's the loss you're looking at? In which market? Revolution. And what time frame? These two questions are important questions for me, to give you a good answer. Bitcoin 4 hour. Okay, let's look. Bitcoin 4 hour. Well, right now it's all the way to around 20,600 ish. 20,588 ish for a start. If I see it break below that level, then eventually all the way to below 20,000s for a start. Because just like resistance, excuse me, just like resistance, every support also, like there are different support levels, like first support, second support, third support. You see what I mean? So for a start, around 20,600 ish, okay? But low 20,000s does not look, like it's far away either. And then I cannot, decide that the low is gonna be in just because, it gets here. I have to see first if there are things implying on a reversal, if the bulls are getting in, sorry, if the bulls are coming in and if the bears are getting exhausted, you see? Then we know that the lows for the short term, for hourly time frame that is in, and then one can take action depending on that. I wish I could see into the future. I wish, but I can't. So we have to take things, step by step. That helps you to be cautious. At the same time, that helps you, do better trades as a trader as well. When you see, things indicating something instead of, just going, okay, but the low is gonna be in here, and then from here, I'm gonna be 100% sure that we're gonna go up. That's probably gonna wreck people. That cannot be 100% sure. So when we reach these levels, and then we see, signs indicating a reversal, or signs that the bears, are getting, tired or losing steam, then we know. But until then, we can't know. It would be just, a straight out guessing game. I hope people have been, watching the streams and not, aping at these prices. if only we could see into the future, right? One step at a time, or should I say one law at a time? Exactly, revolution, exactly. Like if only we could see. I think it would have been awesome, awesome. But yeah, sometimes it's also exciting that we don't know what's gonna happen in the future, you know? We don't know what fate has in store for us, you know? As long as we take it day by day, life will unfold itself. Or should I say, trades will unfold themselves. The charts will show. Okay, let's get back. I hope that answered your question, Revolution. Let's have a look at this and see what's going on. I wanna have some house music on, but some people might get stressed, listening to house when everything is going, down south. We are gonna have a look at altcoins, continue looking at altcoins. Let's just see what's gonna happen with the 4-hourly, candles now, which is important because the close is about to be here in a few seconds. Okay, so looks like Bitcoin still weird enough, like it closed, close to the hard line, but this is not nice, guys. I mean, for the bulls, this is not nice. We could come back to retest this level, 21,189-ish, and then kind of pull back. Could happen. We'll see what happens. I like your content as keep it simple. It's very easy to get caught up in all those indicators. My pleasure. That makes me happy. I'm glad you feel that it's simple, because sometimes, I do worry that it's a bit complicating. Like I try not to complicate things, but I understand if some could, feel that it's complicating, but thank you for that, fine compliment, Revolution. My pleasure. My pleasure. Like, hopefully you guys, enjoy it, like find the stream is entertaining as well. We don't want to, make everything that serious. Well, I don't want to make everything that serious. Gotta laugh a little bit in hard times and, cry on each other's shoulders if needed. But it's been a good ride for Bitcoin since the 30th of December. Not only Bitcoin, Solana, whatever. It's been a good ride. And good things do come to an end, or in this area, do come for a correction, So we'll see what happens. Okay, I wonder if we should continue with the altcoins straight away, or just wait for like 5 minutes or so on just to see what's going on, and then continue with the altcoins. By the way, guys, can you see everything clearly? I know I have 4 charts in front of you guys because instead of changing from page to market to market in one chart, I just want everybody to be able to see everything at once. Hopefully it's clear enough. Minutes and we'll move on with the rest. Just gotta see if this support is gonna hold for Bitcoin on 20,600-ish. I spoke about one leg up on yesterday's stream. I think we kind of had it, as you guys can see. We came all the way to what, 21,000, you know, 700-ish dollars, 21,600-ish dollars. And then this pullback happened, which is not that weird. Now we just gotta see, you know, if first support is gonna hold. And when I talk about first support, I'm talking about these levels, you know, 20,800-ish to 20,000, you know, 600-ish dollars. I literally just came in time, like it was luck, it was pure luck, but I came in time just before this started to unfold. On Solana, by the way, we do have some type of support around, you know, this level right here. You can't see it here, or can you? Let me see. You can. Should be able to see it. Should be here. Can't see it here. This instead. Maybe it hasn't updated yet. That could be the reason. Whatever. But there is some type of support around, you know, $21. And so we saw a bit of a pullback around that level. But question is it gonna hold or are we gonna break below it? Right now, looks like if I just, you know, extend this. Hold on. You guys see we kind of, you know, came back to these levels and looks like we are being rejected, right? This is super interesting. Like, we haven't broken out of this channel since forever, okay? Since we've been inside this sideways consolidating. This is the first time. Today is the first time we're actually breaking below it. Now, there is news when it comes, you know, to the crypto world. Let me talk about it while we're looking at these, you know, charts. One, Coinbase has decided to halt their, you know, operations in Japan, if I'm not mistaken. Let me just have a look so that I am correct. Yeah, in Japan, Japan. So Japan, that's the European way, but Japan. So they are gonna close their shop in Japan, and customers have until February the 16th to withdraw their fiat and crypto holdings from the exchange. Okay, so you guys are aware, and that's a pretty big news. I don't know why they're doing it, but they're doing it. Hey, if I didn't answer, sorry, I was away talking to a client. No worries, Mago, no worries. Welcome back. We're just talking, as usual. You haven't missed much, except the correction that's going on. I asked you guys if this is looking fine, if the charts are looking fine, or is it too small? Should I go back to this, you know, on page one chart in a time, or is this good for you guys? I just thought maybe it's better, you know, to have a look at different markets at the same time. Okay, next we are gonna have a look at Solana, since things are happening and so on and so forth. Solana and Litecoin and Decentraland and so on and so forth. Like Decentraland, if you cut it on the 7th of January, it's good. It's interesting, you know. They all kind of evolve around each other, I guess. Yeah, they do. That's why, I want like people can see the correlation, when you got the charts, together like this. It's more clear to see that the king always leads. King being Bitcoin, of course. Like there are a very few, altcoins that do their own thing, no matter what Bitcoin does, and they have a good time. But most of them do follow Bitcoin. In a way, this could be, some type of a warning signal, that when you see Bitcoin reverse, then you're cautious with other, altcoins as well. Okay, shall we have a look at Solana and so on, the rest of the altcoins, and then we will be back, with this chart where we see multiple markets at the same time. We gotta try to catch up while things are happening. Or I can have a look at Solana soon, and we're done with Aave as well, right? Aave is done. Let me just write it down. Where is it? Aave done. Now let's see what is done as well, right? Yep. Okay, Cardano next. Cardano actually, reset its RSI compared to Bitcoin and some others. We hit resistance to the dot when it comes to Cardano. The second resistance, and then we started, coming downwards. Like, seems like we can't get above this moving average. It's acting as resistance, right? On the 4 hour, we do have some nice divergence, but it's going to be completely invalid if we see any close below this level. The 4 hourly candle close below 0.3. Forget about it. But until then, there is some nice divergence building right now. Okay, keep that in mind. We are at support areas. Well, we touched it. We just touched it. Okay. We came all the way to what? 0.34-ish dollars, which is not bad, and this support is between 0.27 to 0.334. Okay, I gotta have a sip of water. Hold on. Okay, and we're good to go. And markets are going nuts. Things look like they're going lower. Okay, so we have support here. If we see any 4 hourly candle close below this area, next support would be around 0.3 dollars. Okay, we lose this one. Next support is around these levels. Now we're talking support a lot because that's what's going on at the moment, right? We gotta go back to this one, guys. I hear that things are still going down further south. Like, number one, if we see a 4 hourly, 4 hourly candle close below 20.7-ish dollars on Solana, further lower we go, most likely. On Gala, if we see a 4 hourly, this 4 hourly support break, like we can't hold above 0.042, any 4 hourly candle close below 0.042 would mean also we're going lower on Gala. Like, things are starting to unfold right now as we are watching the charts. It was about time. I've been waiting for this a few days now. You guys know I've been saying be cautious, be cautious, be cautious. There's a reason for that, obviously. How are feeling, guys? If you're feeling good about this, you probably were ready. I know Mago, you've been a bit cautious these days. You know, since Friday, we've had the highest liquidation when it comes to the shorts. Literally well, not short, sorry. The longs have never been liquidated this high since Friday, like $500 million in liquidation. It's never been this high in 3 months now. So things are going on. Things are going on. You have perfect timing. Things got interesting. I don't know if today was luck or something, but me telling telling people be cautious, that was not luck. But being live right now is pure luck. Is I didn't know when it was gonna happen. I just knew it was gonna happen, bound to happen soon, and it came. It came just in time for the live stream. And I'm glad you guys are watching it with me. Like, that makes things even better. Like, I want to have a look at the altcoins and stuff, guys, but let it start, cooling off at least a little bit. When I say cooling off, things, start, go, just cooling off a little bit, because right now it's pure action. Like, if I get out from these charts, I'm not doing anybody a favor. Let's just have a look. On Solana, there's also some nice divergence, which is developing, not complete developing. But if we see any for hourly candle close below 15.3, we do have support around 18.5-ish dollars, something like that, 18.5 to 17.7. But we see any for hourly candle close below 15.3-ish dollars. That's nice divergence that you see on the 4-hourly is gonna become invalid. Just saying, because I know a lot of people aped in on Solana when it started going up. So now it's good that we speak about it as well. Learning from me and other videos that I watched, my timing is getting better on getting in and out. I'm hoping it continues even going back to a bull market. Awesome. Well, that's awesome, Mago. That makes me real happy to hear. Thing is, just see it this way. If you've made it through the the bear market, which is a market that a lot of people think is a headache. Okay, if you've made it like fine through the bear market, you can't do any worse in the bull market. Like, I won't bet that, but it's most likely that you are okay if it's the bull market, because a lot of people get wrecked when it's the bear market. They don't know how to handle things. But we've been talking about PA, looking at the charts through the bear market for a few months now. So if you've been following, you're gonna be completely fine. Like I say in TA, chances are higher that you're gonna be completely fine when it comes when the bull market hits us. It's a different thing if you've been having a hard time also in the bear market and so on and so forth. Then it doesn't matter, bull or bear market, it's still gonna be difficult. But if you've made it through the war, then when the rainbow comes, you're just gonna smile, hope a lot of analysts have been, talking about this, on YouTube and so on and so forth, because unfortunately I've seen people, also, with titles that, a dump is coming and so on and so forth, but most people have been talking about, oh, Bitcoin is gonna skyrocket and so on and so forth, but yeah, not everything goes straight up and not everything goes straight down. Ethereum is kind of having a worse time than Bitcoin right now, don't you think, looking at things? Okay, looks like this is gonna be a dump stream, and then tonight we're gonna be doing, some more TA on the other markets and so on, because we can't miss out on this dump stream. I should probably change the title, but never mind. Those who find it will find it, It's okay. And it's funny, just when I said, if we break below this trend line, lower we go, most likely, and also below this support line, things are playing out so far. You just gotta respect it. You just gotta love it and respect it simply. Right, Margot? Right? I'm glad you've been watching it, because it was an interesting trend line, I think I drew it on the hourly, and since then it's just been looking the way it's been looking. And I was like, damn, if we break this one, then it's good to go. It's good to go. Like, trend lines are one of the most simplest things when it comes to TA, like basic things, but they are so powerful. They are so powerful. Sometimes a lot of people, wonder what kind of indicator they should buy and so on and so forth. For me, it's like there's a lot you can do without buying, a lot of indicators. Like, okay, there could be some that are, good to have, buy and so on and so forth, but before you do that, if you know how to use, the basic things like trend lines, the fib and Bollinger Bands and the pitchfork and so on and so forth, the harmonic patterns and so on, like all this is a nice thing to keep in mind, that helps, without buying a lot of indicators and so on and so forth. Free but helpful. Okay, let's see if this if this moving average is gonna get broken. It's time to see. Oh, for sure, it was a game changer for me. I was watching somebody else, and let me just say, it wasn't good talk bad about TA and so on. Glad I found your site. Period. But go. Period. I'm glad. Yeah, because I can imagine a lot of people, shield their indicators and so on. Hopefully they're good, but I think most people just, want to make a buck out of, people's naivety, or what you call it. But like I told you guys, I showed you the Bollinger Bands, because they're a good, thing to use. And on top of that, it doesn't cost you a thing. I talk about trend lines a lot. It doesn't cost you a thing either. Talk about support and resistance. It doesn't cost you a thing. All this is important, free, and very helpful. Like, very helpful. It might be basic things, because I could talk about advanced, modes of support and resistance, advanced modes of trend lines, advanced modes of different TA, but I try to keep it basic because first I want to put out the basic, like, an educated market is a healthy market. So I want to put out the basic for you guys. And then when you get a grasp of the basic things, it's also going to be easier to understand the advanced TA, like the advanced, things, the advanced side of the TA. So I'm glad. Not only you, Mago, I'm glad you actually found the channel because people like you, it's more gems in this community, and I love that. I love that about this community. It might be, small right now, but I love the fact that it's gems. A lot of, like-minded people, like respectful, fine people, like fine wine. So I'm glad. There's one thing that I tell my friends when talking about this channel and you guys, the community. I always, boast about. I'm not a boaster. I'm not that type, but I always, tell them like, I'm so glad that the people in the community, like, doesn't matter that they are small, we're small, that they are fine people, like fine wine, and it's hard to find. I don't know. I'm lucky. Like, I thank God. I'm very lucky. I don't know if all the people, I don't think all the people on YouTube are like this. I do not think so, but I don't know. I guess it's true what they say, you attract people like yourselves or something like that. So I'm glad I've attracted the right type of people to this channel. Okay, let me zoom in on the hourly instead because things might be slowing down a little bit. You see how we kind of still didn't close below this area, below $20,695-ish dollars. Okay, if we see any close below that, it's game on. Like, this is most likely to continue. Okay, most likely to continue, but we'll see what happens. On the 4 hourly, I'm zooming in now because we need to see what's going on, clearer. Okay, soon I'm also gonna be zooming in to the 10-minute chart because I want to see if there's anything, indicating of a reversal. Doesn't mean the 10-minute chart is gonna, smack it for sure 100%, but it could tell us something before the hourly does, before the 4 hourly does, which is important, right? Just like how we draw, some certain, support levels on the 10-minute chart sometimes, like this one, and then it holds for God knows how long, and it's respected on the daily, the 4 hourly, and so on and so forth. And about the indicators, guys, do not mistake me. Like, I've bought some indicators myself, but some that are like necessary. Like, they do not tell me, where to buy, where to sell, but like they do help out, with TA and so on and so forth. But I barely use them anymore. But yeah, I've seen friends buy some which I thought were very like, they were not helpful at all. They were not helpful at all. They could have done better without, relying on the indicators. Like, it tells them when to buy, it tells them when to sell, and they get wrecked like most of the times. And for me, it's like, well, if you're gonna get wrecked most of the time, what's the point? You waste a few $100s for what? Just to get wrecked? Then it's better, to just, put the work, put the time, and actually learn to do TA instead of, looking at something telling you to buy and sell and so on and so forth. This hourly candle is gonna close in 32 minutes. 32 minutes, we're still kind of holding, above this area when it comes to this one. Solana's still holding above that, this moving average. More specifically, above around $21. It's like close to that level right now. We see any, closes below these areas, it's game on. Like, it's most likely that, or game out or game off, whichever, or KO, okay, whichever you like to call it. But most likely we will continue a bit deeper, if that happens. Indicators or tools, Just have to know how to use them. Eventually you don't need them because you're gonna see how the market's going. Period. No go. Period. You keep on, hitting those, making those awesome statements. Exactly. Period. I agree. They're not supposed to be there for you, like help you, through everything. That's gonna get you wrecked. Like until you get maybe a bit, stronger, in your TA, it'd be of use. But then, just like Mago said, the more you can read the chart, the more you're gonna be okay, and you're not gonna need it. Things going left. Let's have a look at something else so far. Hold on. Mana. Like prior daily candle close actually, gave you your first warning there when it comes to Decentraland. On top of that, I'll show you on the chart just for mana, but we kind of hit resistance to the dot almost. Let's go back to Solana here, the main chart of the day. There you go, mana. There you go. So we hit resistance almost to the dot. Like we went a bit higher, but look, we lost support. Okay, mana's going, strong and it's going fast. We kind of lost, first support on the hourly now. This is the hourly support, remember? Which means if the bottom of this box now acts as resistance, okay, then we're going lower to 0.59-ish to, all the way to 0.56-ish, 57-ish levels. That would be next. We have this nice divergence, building, but as long as we're above this level right here, 0.38-ish dollars, still gonna be building. If we break below that, any 4-hourly candle close below that level would mean that it's invalid. Okay, forget about it. On top of that, on the 4-hourly, MACD turned bearish on yesterday's candle. Okay, so on prior daily candle you had a warning, then you had another warning on the oscillators. On top of that, do not forget RSI very overcooked. Okay, very overcooked, so we kind of had to reset, hence we are seeing this action right now, right? And on top of that, if one is to see a continuation, or one wants to see a continuation, there is one important thing we need to do when it comes to Decentraland, and it is to see a close above 0.716, and I'm being conservative. If we see a close above 0.716, then most likely thing to happen that could happen is we come to this second resistance, on the daily, which is around 0.82-ish to 0.858-ish. Okay, but now we'll see if this starts acting as resistance, the bottom of this box. Okay, let's get back to this. I guess we're gonna be looking at altcoins now and then, but mainly focus on what's going on here. As Gala have been making crazy moves past days. A lot of people were aping in, unfortunately. But I do, like, it's not my money. It's not my money, but I do feel sorry because I can imagine a lot of people are beginners, seeing 2-digit percentage, things going up, 2 digits percentage wise and getting too excited, and then this kind of things happen. Not a good feeling, they're feeling. So even though I say it's your own fault, doesn't mean I do not feel for them. Look, there's something interesting going on with Solana right now. Gotta show you guys. Hold on. Like, every time I try to find it, I can't find it. Like, where is it? Wow. Okay, hold on. That was the only way to find it fast, okay? Okay, there is something interesting going on with Solana, which is this. Remember this area I told you about? This $21-ish areas on the 10-minute chart. We kind of touched it, and look what's going on. You see this? Do you guys see what I mean? Like, looks like it wants, keep on going lower. Unless we kind of close something on this, we might give it another try to the upside. We'll see. But right now we just kind of got rejected. But let's see in 4 or 5 minutes if it's gonna close this way as well. We can get back to it. Let's go back to this chart and see what's going on. I went live just to talk about different, things going on with the altcoin markets, and then the dump had to happen, so now we're focusing on that. But tonight we'll definitely go through things, a bit deeper when it comes to the markets. We'll go through the markets of the altcoins and see what's going on. Minutes left. We are still, kind of above this area, 20,600-ish level still. Like, by the looks of the candle, even on the hourly, I'm not feeling a good vibe, for the bulls at least, but we'll see what happens. Same thing on Ethereum, same thing on Solana, same thing on Gala, pretty much. this could be interesting, okay, on the 4 hourly. If we kind of, you know, start pulling back and get back within this, you know, inside this parallel channel, then we might see a retest of the heart line at least, you know, 21,000, but we'll see. I'm just talking about if that happens, this could happen, but nothing 100%. This turned out to be super interesting stream. Unexpected, super interesting. Okay, Bitcoin going lower. I do think we could see you know, a retest back at least if this, you know, keeps on breaking back. Now, do not, you know, I'm just telling you about what I think, okay, could happen. Now, this is not certain, just a thought. If this keeps on pulling back, I do think we could see, you know, like a retest of the bottom of this channel around, you know, $20,700-ish dollars. Also, this could also happen. Then, if we get rejected at this level, that's another warning signal that things are about, you know, to go a bit lower. You see. I guess people are gonna start talking about, oh, there's a dump now and so on. But yeah, strikers, army, everybody watching, you know, we strike, we hit those strikes. Most of the time, at least, you can't be always 100%, you know, correct when it comes to the charts and TA and so on. Even if TA is correct, it doesn't mean it's gonna be respected 100%. But we strikers, we actually spoke about this for a few days. We talked about being cautious, not, you know, aping and going nuts just because, you know, everything is green. Weekly's closed green. Certain levels have to be closed above for us to see something. Simple as that. On the 10-minute chart now on Solana, let me just show you. Hold on. This. If we get a nice green candle here, we could, you know, see a rise. Just keep that in mind, okay? Depends on how this candle is gonna end. Fine. Let's see if it's the same thing on 10-minute Bitcoin. Nah, it's not the same thing. Let's see what happens. Let's see if we're gonna get rejected at this level again, $20,695-ish dollars. It was a nice, you know, dump, so I expect, you know, some type of short squeeze is about to come, I guess. You know, hit people from the left, just, you know, unexpected. you get trapped if you short when the dump has already happened instead of, you know, taking action. Now, this is not financial advice, but instead of taking action before it happens, you see, like if you're ahead of the game, you're fine. If you get caught up while things are going on, it's different. Yeah, you see, Mago, you have to be a bit careful. Now, it's not easy, but you have to be a bit careful. Like, do not let maybe I don't know what to say. It's actually difficult, you know, to give advice on that. Like, just don't try to be ahead of the game. That's one good advice I can give. Like, try to be ahead of the game. So we got rejected. You saw? We came back to that level. We got rejected, literally. This is 10-minute chart, by the way, not hourly, not 4 hourly, and so on and so forth. Just very, very short term. Those short squeezes are not something you want to mess with. It kind of slaps one hard if one is not ready and not, you know, expecting some type of reversal when things are dumping. $20,400. Remember that on the daily? This, let me just show you. Bitcoin real fast. I should stretch this right now, but I don't want to mess up everything. But okay, I'm gonna stretch it real fast because it's important right now. This is old resistance, so in front of you guys. Now I'm gonna change it to support, so you guys are aware of what's going on. Okay, there you go. Not change a lot, you know, because I want you guys to follow up on what we've been speaking about and so on and so forth, so you guys, you know that TA is still being respected and so on and so forth, or TA is not being respected, doesn't matter which, but just so that you guys, you know, follow with what I said from the past stream until the recent streams and so on and so forth. Below 19,500 Mago. I don't want to say it too soon. I don't want to say it too soon because I want to see if there's gonna be strength then, you know, because I don't know what's gonna happen in the future. But below 19,500, there's a big chance that it could have been, this ride could have been some type of a bull trap. That's why when, you know, we saw that nice green strong engulfing bullish candle on the weekly, I told you guys, well, I'm still not that I'm not gonna deny it's not a strong bullish engulfing candle, but I still couldn't, you know, say yay, like this is going straight up, because I was like, well, we still haven't closed above, you know, critical levels. We're still, you know, around critical levels. Like, I haven't seen that close above that critical level that I've been speaking about either. So I was like kind of cautious. I was like, okay, let's just, you know, give it 24 to 48 hours. And then, you know, within those 24 to 48 hours, when I did not see any nice movement or any daily closes above, you know, that certain level, I was like, well, this could mean one of two things. Either We are gonna have a correction very soon. I don't know what day, what time, and this and that, but I know there's a correction coming. And two, if that correction doesn't hold, this could mean it was some type of bull trap. Depends on if some support levels hold or not. Okay, that daily support is kind of, taking grip, like something is going on. Well, let's see. Most importantly is the hourly close right now more than the 10-minute. Not that the hourly is more important than the 4 hourly, but you guys get the idea, okay? I do not like what bears are in complete control, okay? Complete control. But let's see what happens. If you're doing a long on Bitcoin, man, you got caught up. Yeah. Like, I bet you strikers were not, busy thinking about that. Like, you guys can do whatever you like. I'm not a financial advisor, but I bet you strikers were were like cautious. We're cautious if you were thinking about what I said, because I bet some other people have been taking longs because that reason. Green weekly bullish engulfing candle on Bitcoin. Like, bull market is back and so on and so forth. It's like, calm down, let's see what happens. Calm down, like, because I know a lot of people have been hyping. Unfortunately, some people on CT, crypto Twitter, and YouTube and so on and so forth have been hyping people up. So I hope people make their own decisions, do their own research, because I always say, even though I show you guys my TA, I'd love it even more if you guys do your own research. Just see, make your own decisions, do your own TA, and see if what I'm saying makes any sense, according to your TA. Awesome, Mungo. Take your time. I'll be right here. Yeah, it's been a nice show so far. Like, I'm glad we made it in time for this action. It was pure luck. I was not expecting this to happen right now. I was expecting it to happen, soon, past days, but not at the moment. Apparently it is. Okay, nice. This is nice so far on the 10 minutes. This was the 10-minute, right? Yeah, 10 minutes. We'll see what happens. You see, we're kind of showing some action right now to the upside. Some. Looking at the Eastern, there's really not much, indicating that on the 10-minute charts on Solana and Bitcoin, there's really not much, saying that reversal is here, but it's trying. We are at some support areas. That's why it's trying, I'm guessing. So, well, look, Ethereum, we have, damn, I have to show you Ethereum's chart. Hold on. On Ethereum, we're also at support. You guys see? That's support. So on the 10-minute chart, it's kind of hanging on, like we're just hanging on right now. On Solana, pretty much the same. Let me just go to Solana and show you guys. And we're still above this level. We broke that $21. Okay, we broke it. And if it keeps on acting as resistance, you know what's up, right? We're holding this level right now. Like, there's not much, for Solana. If this goes south, we'll see it eventually around 18, 4-ish to 17.7-ish. Like, I don't see anything else holding us until these levels, on the daily at least. I wonder if Coinbase, closing their shops in Japan had a bit of an effect, kind of, just made things go faster when it comes, to the correction. I wonder, because TA has been telling us be cautious for a few days now, but I wonder if this news had a bit of an effect on, this market right now. Maybe not. I don't know. But you guys know what we say on Chart Striker. Show me the charts and I'll tell you the news, or we'll, do strikes. Otherwise, I do not, believe that fundamental beats the TA. It happens sometimes, but mostly no. Mostly no. It's TA first, then fundamentals. Oh, by the way, guys, there's a site I'd like you guys to maybe check out. Now, this is not a paid promotion. I don't have any affiliate links and so on and so forth. You guys know. I want this stream to be, crowdfunded. I'm not gonna be shilling you things and stuff, but this is something that maybe you guys can, find, it to be helpful, maybe have some type of use for it. Okay, the site is finyak.com. Finyak.com. I hope I'm saying that right. Hold on, let me just go into the site and try to show you. I came across it, the other day, and I was like, this was not bad. No, not bad at all. Let me show you the site. Hold on. Yeah, I had to say that, this is not paid promotion and so on, because I'm not, I don't have any affiliate links. I don't get anything out of this except sleeping better because, I'm trying to help out the community in some way, right? So this is the site, okay? It could be helpful, of use, maybe for some of you, maybe not, I don't know, but sharing it anyways. It's called, well, the site's name is finyak.com. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right, but finyak.com. Find the risk in your portfolio before it blows up on you. So, first of its kind portfolio design and analysis tool to help you find the risk in your portfolio and tame it like never before. Now, I came across it a few days ago. I kind of, signed up and tried it and so on and so forth. I think it's a bit interesting. Maybe you guys can find it interesting too. I don't know, but this is the site. You guys maybe can check it out yourselves if you want to. If not, it's fine also. It doesn't matter. But interesting. It was interesting to see. You don't have to put, your names and do KYC or whatever. It's just signing up and putting assets that you're having a look at and so on and so forth, and then this is how it looks on the inside. Hold on. This is a sample portfolio, for example, and it kind of gives you a bit of an overview of the risk and so on and so forth, of the volatility and so on and so forth. Hopefully you guys find it helpful. If not, it's fine. I don't get anything out of this. I'm just sharing something maybe you guys find interesting as well. I was just, Googling things the other day, and I came across this, and I was like, okay, sounds interesting. Then had a look, and looked interesting too, so I was like, okay, fine. things kind of holding on at support. You guys see, like we're seeing some action at support levels, whether it be Bitcoin, whether it be Solana, whether it be Gala, Ethereum, all of them literally. We're seeing some type of action go on. Look at that. Short squeeze incoming maybe right now or soon. If you like the content, guys, don't forget to like, subscribe, maybe share with your friends that are interested in learning and learning while being entertained with a nice community that are like-minded and so on and so forth. It's the only thing I'm gonna be showing the channel, nothing else. So yeah, guys, it's been a nice show. I didn't expect it to be this interesting, but I'm glad we're all here. Okay, this is nice. Let me look. The hourly candle like closed with a nice hammer pretty much. Same thing on Bitcoin. Now, next question is, are we gonna get rejected at this level, around that 21,200 area? Yeah, before that 21,200 area, we got this hard line, but I already spoke about it, right? Interesting. Just watching this play out. Very interesting. I should probably, change Gala to something else. Let's see. Just had Gala because people were typing about it these past days a lot. moment we broke below the support, it was lower we went, and all the way to the next support. But another support around 0.59-ish dollars. BNB at, it went all the way to $280. Yikes. Kind of pull back at the 4-hourly support. Oh, thank you for letting me know. Thank you for letting me know. Much better. Thanks, Mago, because I had no idea, like, and I'm the type that that doesn't get easily bothered by loud music, so thank you for letting me know. Unless it's bad music, but yeah, it's kind of calming. Is it better now? Awesome, great. So BNB kind of pulled back up at support areas, for now at least. But if this breaks, lower we go. This is the 4-hourly support, by the way. It's already, written there. You guys can see the text. It's nice. We're seeing, a lot of pullbacks right at support levels when it comes to different coins right now. So, or different alts. Some type of a short squeeze playing right in front of us. You see, now imagine, just, this is for, education, okay? Imagine, we can, literally any market, okay? Now we have Solana in front of us. Let's say it's going down like this, things are going left and so on. You see another red candle and so on, and then you decide to short here. And then this happens. And then you freak out, and then you decide, to get out at these areas. One decides to get out at these areas. You're just, getting wrecked both ways, literally both ways, instead of, waiting to see some type of a confirmation. Okay, support gonna hold? Are we gonna be rejected here? And so on and so forth. Now, let's have a look at Bitcoin, because that's the one, most people play with, literally. Seeing a, red candle like this, and the moment it's here, one decides to get out. So you get wrecked here, then it starts going up, then you get wrecked here, but you guys get the point. It's better to see, some type of confirmation. That's why if somebody would ask me, where do you think the top is? Where do you think the lows are in? No, I'm not the one who's gonna tell you here, the low is gonna be in here, unless I see some type of a, like, signal or signals, even better, okay? Different, indicators implying that. They're not gonna say it for a certainty 100%, but implying that, okay? Then from there we take actions. Same thing here. If we see that things are, being rejected at this level or at this level, okay, fine. Then, it's implying that this was just, some type of a squeeze, and I'm probably, gonna continue back down. But what did I tell you guys? If this 4-hourly candle, closes again within this channel, then we had a nice, pullback, and then we're gonna probably consolidate again, like this consolidation just continues. The most important candle for today, I have to go live today. Like, I don't care if it's like World War III going on. I have to go live today, okay? Most important thing is if a daily closes above this area or not. Doesn't matter today, tomorrow, if it closes or not. If it doesn't, it's just, confirming more that there's a break. And if any candle shows that there is a fight going on between the bulls and the bears again, as we saw it on the prior candle, daily, then the fight is real. The fight is going on for real. Yep, if you stay too long on the short, you'll be sweating right now. Exactly, right? Because imagine, that's why I'm glad we're talking about different scenarios that could play out, that could happen before they happen. Because people, just like you say, they're sweating right now, pulling their hair and so on and so forth. And we don't want you to pull your hair. We want you to be, balanced and safe and so on and so forth. This was super interesting, just to see that things support holding for now. At least it's interesting to see. I had a friend ask me yesterday if he should go long. I told him, you do what you want to do, but I can tell you one thing, I would definitely not be doing it right now. He was like, why not? I was like, I have my reasons, but I would definitely, but you do what you want to do, but I would definitely not be doing it right now. I just thought of him right now, and I'm praying to God that he didn't. But who knows? Who knows? Those green candles really do lure people. And this was yesterday while markets were still looking fine-ish. Let's have a look at the liquidations at the same time. This is interesting to see what's going on. I hope they've already updated it. Okay, interesting. You guys see this? $44 million longs smacked, wrecked. 50 million in shorts, in shorts. This is the past 24 hours, okay? And today, 4 million longs, like pretty much 50-50, both. But 44 million, like they're gone. They are gone. These people are never gonna see that money again, because once you get liquidated, you're not gonna get that money back. That's why you have to have a stop loss and so on and so forth. But this is not nice. This is not nice. I mean, RIP. Longs. You see how the longs have been wrecked mostly? Except for sheep for some reason. But everything else, look at Wow, look at Decentraland. 90% of longs wrecked. Litecoin, same thing. Wow. AVAX, almost 100%. Almost 100%. Fetch AI, like that. That's 84%, like damn. It's bad. Near 94%, like Phil, 98, 99%. Okay, if I keep on, like, I don't want to, like, wow, I feel bad. I feel bad for a lot of people. I told you it's their own fault, but doesn't mean I do not feel bad for a lot of people. It's not nice to see a lot of people getting wrecked this way. Waves 99.6, let's just say 100, okay? 100% wrecked. XRP 96% wrecked. This is bad. This is so bad. These 24 hours has been stressing out people probably by the looks of this. Wow. Wow. Yep. Okay. Moment of truth. Are we gonna get back above this trend line or not? Is this candle gonna close above the heart line or not? We already have, first warning signals that we could see some type of an action, but we're already seeing it now. Question is if we are gonna get above, certain things and hold above certain things or not. I've been live for 2 hours. It feels like I've been live for an hour and a half or something like that. Like this went fast. It's probably because there's a lot of things going on, on the crypto markets right now. So time just flies by. Time goes fast with something interesting happen, right? Like it just went like this today. 2 hours, barely felt it. Yeah, that's what they say. Either you're having fun or either something interesting is going on. Then you won't feel the time is passing by. Look, two interesting things happens. We almost touched the trend line. We could just say, we touched it, okay? Almost touched it to be more correct. Pulling back, interesting, right? Pulling back, let's zoom in a little bit. Look at this. Look at this. But we'll see. It's not over yet. We need at least an hourly candle close again. It's not over yet. But it's happening. It's happening right now. We're kind of, we kind of got rejected at these levels on the 10-minute chart at least. Solana's still hanging above almost $22 right now. But look, kind of stuck below this moving average, short-term moving average right now at the moment. Like, we gotta have a look at Litecoin. Okay, we'll be back to this chart, but we gotta have a look at Litecoin and see what's going on. Oh, look at this. Pulled back below old, resistance. Pulled down and then pulled back. Like, this kind of happened fast. We have this resistance around 89 point. I don't know if you can see the purple dashed line, but around 90-ish dollars. We haven't seen any daily candle close above that level yet for us to see levels of at least $94 next. But we do have some bad divergence as well. Yep, there on the daily. Like, for a bad divergence to be invalid, we have to close first above $107, $108. We have one bad divergence that could become invalid if we see a daily candle close above that one. Second, one would be around a close above $134 on the daily. Would make the second, bad divergence, invalid, but it's there. Guys, Mago and everybody, you guys remember when we spoke about this on Discord, like before the run happened? I showed you the chart, I told you guys, like, things are looking good, and then, for anybody who missed it, they had another chance of getting in at these levels when it came back all the way to support areas right here. And then it had another run. Like, Litecoin has been one of the finest charts when it comes to crypto. Like, it's been good. It's been good. Like, it's respected TA to the dot. It broke the descending, wedge. It came back. It touched support. You kind of got another chance to take action, and now it's looking the way it is. Like, prior daily candle kind of looks neutral, not favoring the bulls, not favoring the bears. None of them. Look at this though. We pulled back, like, we're really not at any support at this levels for it to pull back at this level. Not on the daily, not on the 4-hourly, nothing. Okay, maybe hourly, yes, hourly, yes, hourly, yes. Okay, it pulled back at the hourly support, because I'm wondering why it pulled back at these levels. It was for the hourly support, but this is the main one. Old resistance turns into new support. So we're still, body's still above that level. But bad thing is, price action is below the short-term moving average on the 4-hourly right now. So next support, if we see any 4-hourly, candle close below this level, next support we could come back and retest it. That is that hourly, support around that 82-ish, 83-ish. We close any hourly candle, below that level, 83-ish dollars. Okay, let's just do this. I'm gonna see it on the 4-hourly right now as well. Somewhere around these levels. See eventually around 80-ish dollars. $80 gets broken. 4-hourly candle close below that area. Lower we go, at least to these levels. You see, I sent you all the actions been happening on Bitcoin in the background through Discord. Yeah, okay, gonna have a look at it right now. Gonna put on this chart for you guys. Interesting. Let's see. Open browser. Wow, that's a lot of action. What, especially the recent, the past minutes. Wow, look at the cell action, and then the cell action has been, so wow, way stronger. But there's definitely some bad action. But the cell strong, like the cell, wow, it made me stutter. The cell action is heavy. It's heavy, Mago. Look at that. Up to 1 million. That's a lot. That's a lot of cell action. The buy action is there, but that's a lot of selling action. Jesus. Thank you for sharing that, Mago. Like, very interesting to see. Damn, whoever bought there for 50K, and I was sweating when it went down a bit lower, but the sell action was definitely heavier. Definitely heavier. That's madness. Complete madness. This not good on the 10-minute chart. What we're seeing right now, guys, is not good. Just putting it out there, okay? We couldn't close a 10-minute 10-minute line above the heart line, number one. I don't like that shooting star either on the 10-minute chart. Now, if I do this, the positive momentum is kind of getting weaker, but MACD is still bearish, okay? This is super interesting, super interesting. We had a look at what Quant and Aave and Ethereum, and then suddenly this started happening. So it turned out to be from a TA stream just to a dump stream right now. Like I can't help the fact that this started happening just when I went live. But tonight hopefully things until then cool off, so we can have a look at different support and resistance levels when it comes to different altcoins, because right now the focus is mainly on Bitcoin and Ethereum and I guess Solana, because there was so much hype that it had this awesome bounce and so on and so forth. Not only, like a lot of altcoins, have you seen what Decentraland did? One of the craziest, moves within a week, I think. Let me just find it. Nope, wrong chart. Let's do this. Okay, cool. I tweeted about this on the 7th of January, literally on the 7th of January, before the move happened and so on and so forth. Since then, 118% in 10 days. 118% in 10 days. It is crazy stuff. And when it comes to, the weekly, it is still looking, at least it's looking a bit better than Bitcoin. I have to give it that at least, because look, there would have been some bad divergence if we would not have seen a close above 0.6742 on the weekly. At the same time, we are at resistance. Keep that in mind, okay? I'm not saying it's completely out of the danger zone, but it's looking a bit better than Bitcoin. It was looking a bit better than Bitcoin. But then again, if things, go left, then things go left. Not much we can do, because this daily action is not, the nicest. Things are kind of cooling off a little bit. But guys, I have to go eat something and so on and so forth. I don't know if I should just let the live just keep on running, but and just leave you with the charts in case you guys want to have a look. But maybe it's a bit better that I come back soon again, like in a few hours, probably a bit earlier tonight, because things things are happening. Okay, if this starts moving again, I might stay here for a while, but this is looking at the markets this way is a bit addicting sometimes. You gotta let it go. Just let it go and get back, to being human, eating and so on and so forth, taking a little break and then getting back to things. Um, it's been a nice show. We've been live, watching this dump for what now? 2.5 hours, okay? I will be back tonight, maybe in a few hours even, not tonight per se, but maybe in 2 3 hours, and we'll see what has developed, you know, and what has changed, if there are any new developments and so on and so forth. Until then, guys, like, much love to all of you. Thank you for tuning in. I appreciate you all. Thank you for all the love, the likes, the views, and so on and so forth. And to those who are new, welcome to the show. And hit that like button if you haven't, done it yet, and subscribe and share and so on and so forth. And take care. Have a little rest, collect yourself. The market is not going anywhere, okay? So stay healthy, stay safe, and I'll be back in 2 3 hours or before the daily candle close. We'll see. Depends on how the market is looking tonight. And we'll take it from there. Until then, stay safe, and take care. And much love. And thank you for today. See you later.